Okay, so for number 49, to complete the square, the first thing we want to do is we don't want this 2 right here. We need to have just plain x squared. So we will divide everything by 2 to start with. So say divide everything by 2. Divide both sides of the equation by 2 to be more precise. Which leaves me with just x squared and 4x and 1/2. And that's still equal to 0. So the next thing we want to do, of course, is move this 1/2 over to the other side. So I'll subtract 1/2 from both sides. So minus 1/2, minus 1/2. And that'll get me back to just x squared plus 4x. Now we're ready to really do the completing the square process. So we look at this 4 right here, this b term, and figure out what half of b is. So half of that would be 2. Squared is 4. So the negative b, or sorry, the b over 2 squared that we want to add to both sides turns out to actually be 4. So we'll add 4 to both sides. Again, that was b over 2 squared that we're putting in right there and right there. And then the guarantee of completing the square is that this side should factor, so this does indeed factor, and it factors into x plus 2 times x plus 2, also known as x plus 2 squared. And on the other side, negative 1/2 plus 4, 4 is 8/2, so this, taking away one of those, leaves you with 7/2. And from here, we are going to take the square root of both sides. So square root of that side and square root of that side. And that leaves just x plus 2 on this side. And on this side, do remember that there's 2 square roots, so the plus and the minus. Square root of 7/2. And the square root of 7/2 doesn't have a whole number answer, so I'm just going to leave it like that. And we'll subtract 2 from both sides, so final answer as x is negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 7/2. And it's possible, I haven't looked in the back of the book, it's possible that they maybe did a little more cleanup on this, but this is the answer. I mean, you have solved for x, and you have the 2 solutions to the equation.